And again, I'd like to welcome you all to our advanced tech training for today, which is part 7 of our mid-year app review. Again, we covered about 100 apps since January 2024. So we were just reviewing them to have fun, to again learn something new about something we've already covered, and again, just to learn more about our iPad. So look forward to it, and let's go ahead and get started. The WildTech DC Senior iPad program, its owners and presenters offer technical assistance, virtual health, well-being information designed for educational purposes only. You should not rely on the information, any applications, or topics made by WildTech, including but not limited to mobile device applications, and any social media pages maintained by WildTech, its owners, or presenters as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, treatment, or legal advice. Thank you so much for letting me read the disclaimer. If you cannot see me, hear me, or see the screen, please let me know in the chat, and I would appreciate that. Let's make sure our TVs and cell phones are silenced to give others, and most importantly ourselves, the most immersive experience. And I always recommend that you have some kind of notes next to you so you can record them and review them later on. And always take advantage of the screenshot feature on your iPad if you would like. To keep our meetings organized and avoid talking over each other, as we always do, I just ask that you use the raise hand feature. Either during and or at the end of the session, you'll have the opportunity to ask questions using this feature. Again, you can tap more at the top right of Zoom. Again, if your toolbar is at the top right, you can hit more, and then you can tap on raise hand. So I want everyone in Zoom to please raise their hand. And if you can see me, hear me, see the screen. If you had a great weekend, if you're looking to the session today, if you're having a lot of fun or going to by joining our session, please raise your hand. Again, thank you. So far, you have 7 hands up. I appreciate that. I see one of the hands is an iPad. Again, we don't know who you are, so I just sent you some instructions to be able to change your name. Again, you're showing as iPad, so make sure you rename yourself, okay? Thank you. We reached 10 hands. I really appreciate that. Again, your efforts are not unnoticed, so thank you so much. We also have a Samsung and again, another iPad user, so make sure you rename yourselves, please. All right. Thank you all so much. Once you're called on, don't forget to hit lower at the bottom. And once we finish the question, and make sure to mute yourself as well, just so that way we can hear from everyone as well. So again, don't forget, once you're called on and get your question answered, to lower your hand and to mute yourself. So let's all lower our hands by hitting lower at the bottom. And it says your hand is raised, then it says lower. So again, don't forget to lower your hand once you've been called on, okay? Thank you, appreciate it. And we still have 3 hands up. So again, don't forget to hit lower to lower your hand. Thank you so much. And additionally, if you want to communicate with others non-verbally, the chat is a great way to share a greeting, ask a question, send your congrats, send your encouragement, anything you like to share in the chat. Again, you can tap more once again, but then you can hit chat and enter the meeting chat, as many of you done already, which is great. I always recommend that you send a chat when you do join, so that way, you can say your hellos and you never know whose day you may make. So all you do is tap more, then hit chat, and then you can tap on tap here to chat, type in a message, and then send it just like you did before. So again, if I go to my Zoom, my toolbar is at the bottom. So I'm gonna hit chat. So either way, you can then access the chat at the bottom. It says tap here to chat. Type your message in. Today is National Oyster Day, so I'm gonna look for an oyster emoji and share it with you all. So again, I want everyone in Zoom to also please share a message in the chat. You can even send a photo in Zoom by hitting the plus sign, and then you can hit photo and add any photo from your Photos app. So this photo was from Module 6 last Friday. And again, you can share it as well by hitting photo, by hitting the plus sign on your iPad in Zoom. So I just sent another one as well. And you can save any image by holding it with your finger, and then you can hit save image. And you can also reply to any image as well, or any chat or image by holding the image or the specific message, okay? So thank you, Sarah. So welcome, Margaret. So thanks so much. Thank you, Brenda. Appreciate it. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, everyone. I appreciate it very much. And thank you all so much for sharing your hellos. If you could also share, as usual, in the chat, again, what Zoom sessions you're looking forward to this week, and why. I would also really appreciate that as well. I look forward to Jan tomorrow with the Parkinson Foundation, our game with Jordan on Thursday, our brand new session on Friday for advanced training, our trip to Romania. I like all of our sessions, but if you could share again your favorites in the Zoom chat, we'd love to shout them out throughout the session today. So make sure you share that in the chat. And again, I love to shout it out throughout the session today. Let's go ahead and get started. So again, our mid-year app review, our overview of select apps covered since January 2024, and our overview and discussion, and just talking about the apps. If you enjoyed the session, any comments, anything you'd like to share. So again, I hope you all enjoy these apps. So first up, we are going to, again, start off with our apps for poetry apps. So this all has to do with poetry that we covered this year. So first up is an app called Poetry Poem Writing Guide. So if you have a passion for poetry, or if you want to try and explore and express yourself in new and deep ways, you can download and learn today. So on your iPad, of course, you're going to hit your home button and go to the App Store on your device. You know, however you access it, you're going to access the App Store. And that's how you're going to download the app that you want to download. So at the bottom right, I'm going to hit the search and hit it again. So the keyboard can come up and type in again the name or type of app that I want to download. So this is Poem, Poetry, Writing Guide. And I hit the blue button, the search button. And okay, so again, it's called Poetry Poem Writing Guide. But you see, I found it, and it has this kind of bluish icon, Poetry Poem Writing Guide. Of course, there are many other similar apps as such, so please explore as well. But once you download it, after hitting get, if you have not downloaded this app, it will say get. If you've downloaded already, it'll say open. So make sure you get the app and download it so then you can take advantage of it. So let's open the Poetry Poem Writing Guide and see what it has to offer. So look at that. It gives you an introduction. So it says, have you ever wondered how to write a poem? Writing poems give writers who wish to delve deeply the chance to search through their experiences for fresh insights. Even if your motivations are less noble, creating a poem from start to finish can help you discover new ways to appreciate language. So what they do is they give you a guide. So things such as what poetry is. So if I tap on that lesson, it takes me there. And it's, again, really interesting on what they provide. It says it's important to recognize what a poem is, as well as isn't, before we discuss just how to write a rhyme. Poetry expresses emotions. A poem can occasionally be thought of as boring, arcane, and challenging to comprehend. Poetry isn't actually about being unusual or difficult, even though some verses may be composed in this manner. Poetry is a lyrical, passionate method of self-expression that highlights feelings and concepts through the use of poems' various components. Simply defined, a poem must evoke an emotion in the audience, not by telling them what to feel, but by invoking an emotion directly. So again, this app, gives you a very simple guide and some different tips that you can utilize when writing a poem. If I hit the 3 lines at the top left, it kind of gives you this menu. So the course lessons, so what you see here on the home screen, but just in a little more graphically pleasing manner. There's also notes, so you can write down notes if you want. You see there's a title and a note. You can save your notes in here if you want, which I think is a neat feature. There's a reminder option, so you can even set up notifications for yourself to study during the week on whatever days you choose. Just to, again, learn about poetry. So like read for inspiration, again, just going here. Yeah, you can read these book of poems that they even suggest. So I really enjoy this app where, again, you can see some checklists, some tips and tricks in writing your own poems. So I hope you enjoy this app. If you like this app, if you want to download it, take advantage of it, if you've already taken a look at it, please raise your hand in Zoom. And if you like that app, if you want to download it, okay. And I want to put it in the chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the share button in the App Store, and I'm going to paste it into the Zoom chat. If you tap on it, it takes you straight to the app. But again, if you like this app, if you want to download it, take advantage of it. And if you want to learn more about writing poetry, please raise your hand. All right. Thank you so much. We had about 2-3 hands up for that, so I really appreciate that, you all. Thank you. Our next app I think is really interesting. It's called Rhymer's Block, the best rap or poetry writer. Never miss a moment of inspiration. Rhymer's Block is a unique app that allows you to quickly and easily capture your words of inspiration anywhere your life takes you. So just like before, we're going to go to the App Store on your device, and you are going to hit the search, hit it again, hit it one more time so the keyboard come up. And again, you can type in the name or type of app that you want to download. So this one's called Rhymer's Block. And it appears here at the top right-hand side. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to get the app, you're going to download it and open it so you can take advantage of it. Again, I'm going to go to the Zoom chat and paste the link to it into the chat. So again, all you have to do is tap on it so that way you can download that specific app if you would like. But yes, let's go into Rhymer's Block and let's open it and see what it has to offer. Again, thank you so much for your participation. Don't forget to lower your hands once you've been called on. Thank you so much. Make sure you follow the prompts that are on the screen, and there you go. With this app, again, Rhyme Book. If I hit add a new rhyme, or here's the title of the poem. So let's see. Because today is National Oyster Day, let's call it oysters, and which is a funny word to rhyme, because the whole point of this app is to showcase your rhymes. So we could call it oysters, or let me call it, just to be a little easier, let's call it the sea. The sea. So I can write, again, I'm just writing like a poem. Oh, how I love. And you're literally writing your poem in this app, which I like, love to see. It brings, so it's literally like you're writing a poem. Brings me joy and glee. And that way you can see, again, what's being rhymed. So look, see and glee. And once you add more, it will be able to highlight different things as well. Yep. So look, if I hit at the bottom, if I go into my, and some different options will come up. So you can just hit the X to go out. At the bottom, you see a little eye icon, right? If I tap on it, that's how I get to the rhyme highlights, just by hitting this eye. So look, you see C and glee are kind of highlighted, and me as well. Me, glee, C, right? So it even highlights that phrase as well, which I think is really neat. I like fish and plants, everything like that, plants that. It's not really a rhyme. That's why it kind of gives you a red option. But it's really cool. It gives you that option. So even with just this one app, you can create a poem, and it gives you your rhymes at the end and similar figures as well, which I really enjoy. There are also these other options here at the bottom that you can explore. You can even add a SoundCloud track. So there's a website called SoundCloud. You can add music if you like. If you enter the website link in that area, you have your different settings. So look, you can even have a syllable counter, a dictionary. There's the thesaurus. You can change the themes in here as well. You can delete if you need to by hitting the trash icon at the bottom right. But there are many different options as well. The block, which I think is really cool. Again, at the bottom right here, you have the different options in the toolbar. If you create a profile, which I've created already, which you can do so, you can make your notes public if you want, or your poems public, and you can read others that have posted their poems on here as well. So this week, the newest ones, what are featured, some featured poems as well, which I really like. Let's see. Being on track. And look at this person wrote this poem. We live life on tracks, doing repeat circuits. When we realize this, we desire to go off the rails, to lay new tracks. But in doing this, everything is new. There is no path to follow, etc. So it's really cool. You can read other poems and get inspiration as well, just with this app. So again, with this app, you can create your own poems. You can even publish them in the app for others to see or post them. You can get inspiration as well just by reading other poems, see what's featured, what's new. You can even search for writers if you want as well with this app. So there are many different options. So if you like this app, if you want to download it, take advantage of it. If you like being able to see your rhyme scheme and your different rhymes and your syllables of your different poems, please raise your hand in Zoom. And if you like this app, if you want to take advantage of it, download it, etc. Thank you again. It's a great, option to, again, write poems with. So if you ever wanted to create something, I hope you get to take advantage of this app. Thank you all so much. Appreciate it. Again, 2, 3 hands. Thank you. Again, I hope you get to take advantage of the app. Both the previous app and this app are listed or posted into the Zoom chat. So I hope you all get to take advantage. Our next app today, again, that we're reviewing is a poetry book. So you have your own poetry book that you can read on your iPad. That was very interesting. So have you suffered from imposter syndrome? Do you feel alone? If you need an outlet of understanding, you can cast your reel with this app by poets E.M. Douglas and Chris Kay. We hope to inspire and provide a digital space for creatives of all ages. So you can read a poetry book right here on your iPad. So again, you're going to go to the App Store, just like before, and hit the search a couple of times until the keyboard comes up. And you are going to type in again the name or type of app that you would like to download. So this one's called Gone Fishing. It's right here at the top right. And again, make sure you get it, you download it, and that way you can open it and read it for later. So I'm going to copy the link and post it into the Zoom chat. So again, make sure you all tap on it so you can take advantage of this app. And it's your very own poetry book that you can read. So all you have to do is swipe through and read through. So this one says how to fish, baiting, waiting, gone fishing, big fish, small pond, hooked. You can swipe from the right to the left, left to the right, how to fish. Imagine an imposter among us hooked on each line. It's justice. It's just us. A reality cast from each reel, syndromes ripple in form of what's real. You can even go up and down and read other ones. Allured by allure, seemingly out of reach. It's like promising change using the same opportunity. Yeah. Waiting. I went from waiting to wadding just to wind up in the deep end. First catch, crabs in a bucket, catch and release. Fly fishing, trophies beyond the horizon. And as you can see, there are some other ones as well. So I'm not going to go through each one, and I want you all to explore as well. A really great feature is at the top right, you notice the eye. If you hit the eye, it just gives you information about the actual collection of poems. And if you hit the plus sign at the top right, on top of that note icon, you can, it's your very own journal as well. So you can create a new post, or, and if I go back to it, there's a random prompt, which I really like. If you hit random prompt, it gives you a prompt that you can respond to. So this one is, what does your self-care entail? So my title can be anything. You can make the title anything that you'd like. So I'll title it Me because it's self-care. And you can write it in sentences or different prompt bullet points, however you like to, prompt because it's your prompt. So what does my self-care entail? My self-care entails, again, you can write it however you want. And with the app, this is just your time to write and reflect and think about yourself and the prompt, what it asks. So my self-care routine includes daily check-ins. Yeah, and again, you can write it however you like. With myself, recognizing my own feelings and how to positively react to different situations in my life. And you can write as much as you want, how you feel. And once you're done, you're gonna hit submit. So that way you submitted your own journal prompt and you can look at them later. So this one was from April 22nd. That's when we had our session. So this one was on belief. So I wrote, a belief is something that is within you. Everyone's beliefs are different, but we all can agree on something. We don't have to believe everything that someone else believes in, but we have to respect people's opinions and not judge them based on that alone. So again, I wrote that April 22nd. I still believe it, but again, that's another kind of prompt that it may ask you. So it's really good on self reflection. So I hope you all enjoy. If you liked this app, if you want to download it for the journal, if you want to read more of the poetry book that it had, again, please raise your hand in Zoom. And if you like the poetry book, if you like being able to journal for yourself, different prompts they give you that you enjoy, again, please raise your hand in Zoom. Thank you. So far, 3 hands. I appreciate that. And I hope you all enjoy the apps. So these were apps for poetry. Margaret, do you mind sharing what was your favorite? Which one do you like the most?
The gone fishing app has got to be my favorite because it allows me opportunity to journal. And I love journaling. Journaling is one way of reducing stress, of getting into yourself and just expressing how you feel. For me, the gone fishing app is the one I love most. I think I'm going to download it as well.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing, Margaret. We really appreciate that. And thank you all so much for participating. We hope you like again, being able to learn about poems and just learn about structures and rhyme scheme and everything of that nature, being able to actually write them and see your rhymes and being able to see, again, your syllable counts and see other person's work as well is quite interesting. And this is an actual poetry book that also has a journaling component in it as well. So thank you so much, you all, and I hope you all enjoy these different poetry apps. Our next set of apps that we covered together are apps for math. So if you liked math growing up in school, then this is the apps for you. And of course, this is one of my own passions in school. I love learning about math. So I hope you all do as well. So this first app is called MathWiki, Learn Maths. So if you ever wondered what is a linear function, how to solve a quadratic equation, what is the Pythagorean theorem all about, this app provides numerous exercises and articles in the field of mathematics, which are helpful to better understand the foundations of mathematics from 7th grade upward. So it has many different lessons on there. So again, we're going to go to the App Store and hit the search and type in again the name or type of app that you want to download. So this one's called MathWiki Learn Maths. And it appears here at the top right-hand side. Of course, there are many different other apps that you can utilize. I really highly recommend Khan Academy, which we should be covering soon as well. which I really think is very useful for that. But this is just, again, one app that you can take advantage of. MathWiki Learn Maths. I'm going to hit copy link and copy the link for you all so you can tap on it and access it, the app. And let's go into it together. Let's hit open. And as you can see, there are different options that you can utilize here, either some basics or you can go into advanced. So it has many different kinds of math that you can learn. You know, that does cover a lot what's covered in school and even college as well, especially with some of the calculus and analytic geometry that you can learn about on here that I learned in college. So I really like this app. Again, I even myself, just going into the very first one and just learning different arithmetics can be very important. So let's see, let's go into something like exponents and roots. And I really love learning about this in school. So like exponentations, again, it gives you just some basic math principles. So you have multiplying a number by itself is called exponentation. If you use exponentation, the exponent and base are given the exponentation value. So here you have this equation, b to the n equals x. So x is the value, exponentation value. So the result of the base and the exponent. So 4 to the third power means 4 times 4 times 4. 3 is the exponent and 4 is the base. And just remember that any number raised to the 0 power is 1. So b to the 0, anything, so 1 to the 0, 2 to the 0, 3 to the 0 is 1. And if a number is raised to the power of 1, it's basically the same thing. 5 to the power of 1 is 5. 2 to the power of 1 is 2, etc. So here are some examples. 5 times 5 is the same thing as 5 squared, and that equals 25. X times x times x times x, it equals x to the fourth power. And that shows another rule. When you multiply values together, the same value together, you just add the exponent. So that's why x times x times x times x is not 4x, it's x to the fourth power. 6 times 6 times 6 is 6 to the third. That's 216. 36 times 6 as well. So again, with this app, you can definitely learn very easily about different mathematical concepts. They appear in everyday life. So please make sure you take advantage of this app to learn more. Let's go into roots. So it's kind of like the opposite of exponentation. So the root of a number. So here we have x to the n equals a, or x equals a to the nth root. So x is the base, n is the exponent, and a is the radicand, the exponentation value. 4 to the squared, or 4 times 4 is 16. So that means the square root of 16 is 4. So square roots are roots whose exponent is 2. And you don't have to write the number. So the square root of a, you don't have to have the 2. You can just write the square root of a without the 2, right? Square roots can only be taken from positive numbers. So yes, you'll learn later on, but essentially you'll learn that if you have a negative in the root, then it's going to be a different operation. So it's not defined. There is an answer, but it's just not defined if you're just thinking of that. So this right here, this example, this is 8th to the cubed root. So what times what is 8? And that answer is 2, because 2 to the third is 8. So again, it's the opposite. The third root of 8 is 2, 2 to the third is 8. The square root, again, we can assume it's 2 because there's no number next to the root sign. Square root of 36 is 6 because 6 squared is 36, etc. So just with this app, again, which I really like, again, you can even do tasks as well, practice for some of these, and you can go as far into integral calculus. So this is some of the things that I was doing in school, like definite integrals, which I really liked, calculating them, using different derivative rules, limits. I really loved doing this theory and these calculations in school. So definitely, just by utilizing this app, you can learn everything from math basics to different advanced concepts in math. And it's all free, right? So hopefully you all can take advantage. If you like this app, if you want to download it, take advantage of MathWiki's Learn Math, or share it with others. Again, with all the apps that we cover, please share with your friends and family as well. If you like this app, if you want to download it, please raise your hand in Zoom. And we'd love to see your response. And if you want to review some math concepts and just learn something new, please raise your hand in Zoom. And it's so neat. You can learn some of the things in school right straight from your iPad. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate that. That's about 1 to 2, 3 hands. Thank you. And I really appreciate that, you all, in your participation. Next up is going to be some, again, some more interactive apps. So again, thank you all so much for joining. We're going to do some math problems together. So this app is called First through 12th Grade Math Problems. If you're an adult, you can train your brain and solve math tests. Each task has an answer that explains the solution step by step. Be active and solve math problems to get interesting rewards, earn points, and unlock new levels and ranks. So you're going to go to the App Store just like you did before and hit the search icon. Hit it again. Hit it one more time, and you can type in again the name or type of app that you want to download. So this is First through 12th Grade Math Problems. It's right here at the top right. Again, there are many other apps of the sort, so please take advantage, and share with others. First through 12th Grade Math Problems. Copy link. I'm going to paste it into the Zoom chat for you all. Paste. And again, you can tap on it and access it. I'm going to go into the app. Again, you get it, you download it, and you're going to open it. And once you do, this is what it looks like. Again, different topics. You can, again, which I really like, you can start out with these different topics as well, which are very useful. And you all can also participate as well with answering some of these questions. So let's do, let's see. Let's do some exponents and roots since we just talked about that as well. So let's see what we learned today. So let's start our test. Let's go, not too easy, but let's start our test here. Let's see, or learning. Let's do some learning. Let's do an easy test. Okay, so it's perform the operation. Again, you can unmute yourself and you see there are some different answers. So what did we just learn? Exponent, we just basically multiply the number by itself by that many times. So that's 5 squared plus 7 squared. So 5 squared is?
25.
Yeah, plus 7 squared. 7 squared is what?
49.
So what's 25 plus 49?
74.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Again, you all can unmute yourself and participate if you like. Appreciate it. Our next question, 8 squared. What is 8 times
64.
8? Again, I don't know who's chatting. We have an iPad.
Wilda.
So please rename yourself, okay? Whoever's chatting as well. Let's see.
I'm not
2/3. Yep, 2/3 is 2 to the third.
Wow.
Is that 11? Yeah, is that true or false? Again, you can unmute yourself as well, okay? And you can also share. Is 2 to the third 11? True or false? Yep, again, you can unmute yourself as well. So again, 2 times 2 times 2, that's what it's saying. 2, again, you can just unmute yourself by hitting unmute at the top if you would like. But again, yeah, so is 8
2 times 2 is
11?
4. 2 times 2 is 4 times 4 is 8.
So, but 8, is that equal to 11?
No,
it's 8.
Yeah, so it's false, right? Yeah, so again, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. But 8 is not equal to 11, so it's false.
Okay.
What is 2 to the third power?
8.
Again, you all can unmute and participate. Love to hear from many different voices. Is 7 squared 49? True or
Yes.
false?
That's correct.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, find the sum of the squares of the numbers 3 and 6. So this is a word problem but it's really just a regular problem, just disguised as a word problem. So what's the square of 3 plus the square of 6?
3 times 3 is 9,
9.
and 6 times 6 is 36.
So what's 36 plus 9?
36.
45.
45.
Yeah, 45, good. Yeah. Again, really just helps you with the mental math, you know? Okay, so this is a subtraction. So what's 5 squared minus 3 squared?
25 minus 9.
And what is that?
14.
25 minus 9.
14.
No, it's 16, that says. So they even give you a
16.
step-by-step explanation. So, yep, 5 squared is 25, 3 squared is 9. So 25 minus 9 is 16. 16 plus 9 is 25. So, yeah, it really helps out with mental math, okay? So here he goes. 9 squared plus 3 squared is 90. Is that true or false?
81.
It's
Or 9
correct.
times 9. Yeah, yes, true.
It's
Yeah,
right.
it's correct. Because 9 squared is 81 plus 3 squared is 9. 81 plus 9 is 90. Yeah, just one or two more. Okay, 4 squared plus 9 squared. What
4
is
times 4. 4 times 4. 16. Yes.
Yeah,
Seven, four, 16.
9 squared.
9 times 9 is 81.
107.
No. 9 times 9, 81.
We have 81 plus 16. Yep, and I think
Plus
Mr.
16.
Cyprian, I think you said it. Yeah, 97. Good job. And thank you. Yeah, we got it. And that was a great test. So again, you can watch an ad if you want some additional in-game currency, but I'll just continue. And we went through that lesson. So again, you can when you play it.
What is 6 plus 4?
Again, there may be some ads, so you just have to wait for the X to appear on either side. And again, you can play different levels and different topics together just by going through this app. So thank you all so much for playing this game along with us, and thank you all so much for your participation. If you like this app, if you want to download it, take advantage of it, please raise your hand in Zoom. Again, you can change the grade. You can do high school, you can do 8th grade, you can do 4th grade, 1st grade, university, high school. I mean, there's many different options. So again, please share with your friends and family as well. So that way, again, you can share the knowledge and the information with others as well. So again, if you like this app, if you want to take advantage of it, if you want to download it, please raise your hand in Zoom. And thank you so much for following along and participating. I really appreciate that. And our last math app today that we're going to cover you can learn math on it, but there are also some other things, is Duolingo. We've covered Duolingo several times with talking about language, but there's also a brand new math course as well available on Duolingo. But again, you can build real-world math skills from calculating tips to identifying patterns and sharpen your mental math in their math course. Whether you're learning for travel, school, career, family, and friends, or your brain health, you'll love learning with Duolingo. So again, it's mostly known for languages and learning different languages, but there's also a math, and you'll see a music course that you can take advantage of Duolingo as well. So you're going to type in Duolingo. Again, this is one of the apps that should be already pre-downloaded on your device. But again, if it's not, you can, again, search for it in the App Store and go to Duolingo. I'm going to copy it and paste it into the Zoom chat with you all. Yeah, I hope the apps help you out, Miss Rosemary. I loved math as a kid, so I hope you get to learn as well. So again, once you download it and open it, this is what your app will look like. Of course, you're going to I recommend you create an account, your Duolingo account, so that way again you can save your progress, things of that nature. And myself, I do take advantage of a subscription on Duolingo. But again, you're able to do all the things that I'm doing on my on my device right now, on my app right now, even if you don't have a paid. But I really love the Duolingo app, so I do pay a subscription for some additional features, but you can take advantage of most of them just having a free account. So again, at the top, so this is what your screen will look like. The bottom will change depending on what course you're in. But as you can see, right now I'm in my Spanish course right now. So you can see the different lessons that I've taken. I have my streak, so that's how many days in a row that I've done a lesson. So I've done 664 days in a row, which is, you know, I'm giving kudos to myself because I love this app really a lot, to be on it every day just to learn more. And right here are your gems. Those are that in-game currency that you get by playing the app or using the app. At the top left, this is your course selector. So these, as you can see, these are the different courses that I've partaken in. And you can add a course just by hitting the add course button. So these are all the different languages that you can learn and even more. But again, there's also a music and a math course as well. So let's go into the math section. And again, while you're in the app, you start off quite simply, and you can, again, go through the different sections. And it's all about mental math. You know, it may be easy or simple, but it's good, again, just to be able to train your brain and to, you know, just keep that mental math really, really strong, because it's so important. It's so important to be able to kind of do those calculations in your brain for many different things. So again, as before, you all can unmute and participate if you'd like. So this one's adding and subtracting small numbers. So let's start this lesson. So again, it says follow the pattern. So again, this incorporates images, visuals, and numbers as well. So you have 1 plus 1 is 2 because there's one block and another block that's 2. There's 2 blocks plus 1 is 3. And now there's 3 blocks plus 1 is 1. So again, you all can unmute and share your answer as well. This one is pretty simple. This is going to be 4 because 3 blocks plus 1 block. Good, thank you. Again, you can hit unmute at the top and participate. We love to hear from many different voices. Again, you do not have to raise your hand. You can just hit unmute at the top and participate. So, yeah. So there's 10 blocks plus the 2 plus the 1, that's 13, 14, and what's the next one?
15.
And there's 10 blocks plus 4 plus the 1. Again, it also incorporates visuals, okay? What equals 3 out of the different options?
Number 2.
Yep, 2 plus 1. Yep, you can all say the answer as well. Just shout it out once you get it. So what plus what equals 11? So you have this 0 right here. So again, what should I put here in the first one?
1,
And what goes here?
1,
Because 10 plus 1 is 11. Good. What's the length of 5 feet added to 10 feet?
15 feet.
15.
Yep. And you can, you know, you can really break it down. You can go 5 and so you add 5 and then you add 10. So 5 plus 10 is 15. So once you have it there, hit check. There you go. And that's 5 in a row, you all. So an answer all 3. 11 plus 3 is?
14.
14,
11 plus 4 is what?
15,
11 plus 5 is what?
16.
16.
And you hit check. It's really great at for mental math. 5 plus 2 is what?
7.
So here in the middle, we're at 15. So this is like 7.5, right? Because this is the very middle. So I'm going to move it just a little slightly over. And there we go. We're basically spot on. So there are many different ways to answer with Duolingo. What's 1 inch longer than 10 inches?
11 inches.
1 inch longer than 10. That means plus, you know? Select all that match. So 2 is what? So which of these match 2?
1 plus 1, 2 plus 0.
Yeah, 2 plus 0. There you go. Match the pairs. 4 plus 4 is what?
8,
8.
13 plus 2 is what?
15,
3 plus 1 is what?
4.
Yeah. So it really, again, just really helps out with the mental math. 14 equals. So we have to put these in these dotted areas. We need three of these squares. What plus what is 14?
We have
Again,
3 numbers?
no, it's so we need the addition, right? We need we need the we need the
11,
right?
11, 1 and 2.
So, but we only have
11, 1
three
and 2.
slots. You see, you have to look at the screen. You see, you only have 3 slots. We need the plus sign, right? So we can only have
Oh.
2 numbers.
2 slots. Okay, well, we're at 12 and 2.
Yeah, that could have worked.
11,
13
13
plus
and 1.
1. Yeah, 13 and 1 could have also worked. So you could have
Mhm.
the different answers for the same question. What's 13 centimeters longer than 10?
7.
So again, just to look at the question, what's 3 centimeters longer than 10
13.
centimeters? So it's really important. Again, this is kind of like a word question as well.
What?
What's 13
3.
centimeters longer
Hold
than
on. Yeah,
10?
13. Yeah, 13.
So longer than. So again, it's so important just to look at the
13.
question,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, 13. Because so I thought it was 7 as well, but you have to
Mhm.
look at the problem and you have to see how it's worded, you know? This is a visual one. So what's the answer? So what is this representing?
15.
Yeah, 15. That's good because the first image, that's 10 and 1, so that's 11 plus the 4 different blocks. So yeah, it's 15. Good. Yeah. So again,
That's
visually,
they count them
really,
blocks.
really, yeah, it really helps you out. What's this one?
5.
4
Mhm.
and 5.
And this one, you got to move the slider over. So again, not the same questions, but different way to answer. So like before, what is this going to be? There are only 3 slots, so we need the plus sign. So what is
5
this?
and 3.
5 plus 3, right? You need the plus. And we are done with the lesson. So we did a perfect lesson, you all. It tells you how much experience you earned, the time that it took you to do it, and your accuracy. So we got 100%. Once you're done, you claim your experience. Yep, I'm on 665 days of being on Duolingo in a row. So I love that. And you get to see, again, your different streaks. Again, you can have in-game friends as well. You can see the different options. And yeah, you can claim your rewards. So the more that you play, the more that you can earn different in-game rewards in your app. Yep. So I hope you all enjoy this app and get to take advantage of it. Again, not just for math problems, again, for music. If you want to learn about music, I love reviewing things I learned. I played an instrument for over 10 years and looking at these different options and different courses and notes and information is quite interesting. I love learning Russian, being able to see these different languages and just learn how similar they are to different ones. And especially like music is its own language, math is its own language. And, it's a really great way to learn different again, languages and different concepts using the Duolingo app. If you like this app, if you want to download it, if you want to take advantage of it, please raise your hand in Zoom. But again, that was so fun. Again, just being able to learn some math and to, again, showcase the Duolingo app. Again, please share with your friends and family as well. But again, if you like this app, if you utilized it in the past before, if you want to, on your iPad, please raise your hand in Zoom. And I hope you all enjoyed. Again, we covered MathWiki, a Learn Maths app. So you can, it's basically a free textbook, really, but very simplified to learn math. You have a game, a math game, where, again, you can help your mental math and just see it in that format and also utilize Duolingo for their math courses, but also their different language courses as well. So thank you all so much. I see we got a few hands for that. Margaret, what was your favorite out of the 3 for math? What was your favorite?
For me, it would be Duolingo. I didn't know I could study maths on Duolingo. I thought it was just a language app. So that was a good one.
Yeah, me too. It's relatively new-ish. So I really like that as well. So who knows what they're going to add else to Duolingo. So I hope you all enjoyed today's session. I really appreciate that. We covered 6 apps today. We covered 3 apps for poetry, and we also covered 3 apps for math. So again, at this point, if you would like to share your thoughts on today's session, maybe your favorite app for today that we covered for our review, please raise your hand in Zoom. If you also just want to share your general thoughts for today's session, what you enjoyed, etc., please raise your hand in Zoom. Again, we'd love to hear from you. So again, I'm going to start sharing my screen. I also have some questions for you all as well that you can answer. But if you just want to share your general thoughts for today's presentation, please raise your hand in Zoom. But again, what is one new thing that you learned today in regards to our apps? And what apps are you personally interested in trying out? What was your favorite? What did you enjoy? What did you like? What have you taken advantage already before? So again, before we end for today, please raise your hand in Zoom, and we love to hear from you. Any takers for today? But again, isn't it so fun how you can learn math and you can learn about poetry straight from your iPad with just a few apps. But again, make sure y'all check out, again, our 1:30 p.m. module today on Introduction to Your iPad and our brand new advanced training this coming Friday at 10 a.m. We'll be covering, again, apps for happiness. So I really look forward to that app as well. Okay, thank you. Again, we have one hand up so far. Hi, Miss Wilda. Hope you're doing well.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I thought the math game was really good. I was thinking to use them when I work with my grandchildren because they come home from school. Grandma, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? I think I will be able to go into this app and it show me how to do something, okay? Because I don't know how to do the new math, and I see it's in that program. So I think it would be helpful.
Certainly. Oh yeah, please share with friends and family. It's so good for mental math and just for, you know, everyday life. We have to, you know, calculate a lot of things in our head on a daily basis. So it's really good to be able to do that and be able to, you know, do those things so you can focus on things that make you happy. So thank you. Next up is Mr. Cyprian. Thanks so much for joining. What was your favorite app today?
Oh, okay. Their things, they are good. It's good to know all those things that they exist and they are available. And the maths one, I like the maths one. I love them. They are good for me. But I have a question about the poetry one. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. My question about the poetry one is, if you share your poetry, do we have a guarantee that other people won't steal our writings?
Well, if you post any, yes, thank you so much for your question, Mr. Cyprian. So I think you're talking about the Rhymers block app, so that way you can see others. So I mean, sure, I mean, anything that you post on the internet, I mean, it can be, you know, copied per se. So I mean, it just depends on if you want to post it or not. Again, you can see others, they post their poems. So I mean, it's up to you if you want to post your poem for others to read, or you can just have it here in the app and be able to share it with others, but not necessarily post it. So, I mean, you don't have to do that, but if you do, yes, I mean, they could do that. It's really just, you know, anything that you post on the internet, it's, you know, others can, you know, save or copy or whatever. So that's why, you know, if you want to post it, then post it. If you don't, then you don't have to.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, Mr. Cyprian. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too, thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Don't forget to, appreciate that. And Janelle and Bridget, thank you. That was my first one up on Duolingo. My first language was Spanish, so I have lots of hours into that. So I love it as well. And thank you. And again, you could also share your thoughts in the chat as well. But any other person would like to raise their hand and share their thoughts for today. It was a lot of fun, though. Again, just learning about poetry and math together. Hopefully we'll have part 8 soon of our review. Again, hopefully we'll be able to cover some apps for gardening again and some of the other advanced trainings that we've had this year. But Thank you all so much for joining. I really appreciate that so much. Again, don't forget to attend our module at 1:30 with Zion. Again, an introduction to your iPad. It was a pleasure to present for you all, and thank you all so much for joining. And Margaret and I will welcome you and wish you a wonderful rest of your morning. And thanks so much for joining us today. See you all later.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a great rest of your day, everybody.
Everybody enjoy their day.
Thank you. See you soon.
We're coming back at 1:30.
Have a good day, you all. Thanks so much.
Yeah.